This is the Spartan Body and Mind podcast. I'm your host, Seth Winterhalter. If you are listening for the first time, let us help you. The Spartan Body and Mind podcast is about helping you become a leader in the totality of your life, helping you lead yourself, helping you lead then others. That's in your work, in your home, in your play, in the totality of your life. And you to be a healthy leader, you need to lead yourself, and you do that physically, mentally, and emotionally. And so we're here to help you do that. Today, the topic is help. I'm not getting stronger. Maybe you are in your training program in the gym. You've hit a plateau and you're like, man, why am I not getting stronger? I saw this on a few forums I'm in this week. People asking me, hey, I'm not getting stronger. What in the world's going on? I'm lifting. I've got a program and I just feel like I've plateaued. And so I want to give some ideas, three things to do if you feel like you're not getting stronger, if you've hit a plateau in the gym. Before I do that, I want to encourage you, subscribe to this, share this, do something to help others here. If it's helped you in any way, do something for us, and that's help get the word out so other people can become listeners, become subscribers, and help us impact more people for the good. You can also, if you're looking for more insights, more information, you can join the free Spartan Body and Mind Facebook group. It's a great forum of people. All the podcasts are shared on there, as well as other insights and tips into helping you become Spartan fit body and mind. As well, you can check out if you're interested, if you're in a place where you go, man, I need help with this. I really want to transform my life, and I'm looking for something with some structure. That's what the Spartan program is. It's a paid program. It's a 90-day program to really transform you as a person, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We work through the things that are keeping you from living the life that you want to live, and we help you create habits and disciplines over the course of the night. That's why the program is 90 days. It takes 90 days to really set a habit and a new lifestyle, and so that's what we do over that time. So would love for you to check out that. Go to thespartanprogram.com and set up a time for us to chat. What do you do when you're not getting stronger? What do you do when you plateau at the gym? Three things. Number one is you have to ask yourself, are you doing too much? Probably not, but maybe so. I know guys that go into the gym and it's like a 90-minute, 20 exercises, 5 sets of exercise. They're just slaying it. And man, you know what? There's a time, I think, and there's a way to do it where you can do really high volume and still using decent weight, not lifting super light. I'm not a fan of lifting light. I don't think there's a purpose in that. I think that you should be going close to failure. You don't have to go to failure. This is scientifically proven now. You don't need to be going to failure with every set. You do need to be getting close, though, to failure to really activate the muscle. Specifically, if you want to get stronger, you need to push the muscle more so that it grows, so that it gets stronger, it can lift more. That's what you're doing. You're putting the muscle in a place where it's telling itself, I'm going to fail. I'm going to, right? There's risk. And so it wants to grow. It wants to evolve to be able to, when it feels that stress again, to be able to succeed. And so you've got to be doing the right weight. You've got to be using the right reps. You've got to be doing the things. But you could be doing too much, especially if you've been on a program where you've been doing a crazy number of sets and crazy number of exercises, sets, reps, exercises. And really, if you're in the gym for 90 minutes or more, you may ask yourself, is it time to dial back? Maybe I take a couple weeks, take 2 weeks, and go back to just maybe 3 exercises. Go in the gym and do 3 to 4 exercises, do 2 to 3 sets, and do 6 to 8 reps, and just really focus on concentrating on squeezing the muscle. And I would encourage you, this is what I've actually been doing the last handful of weeks. I've been slowing down my reps and really focusing on squeeze, really focusing on activating the muscles. It's just tight, putting as much blood into that muscle, as much squeeze into a really particular muscle. I'm really trying to get my muscle connection to the smallest muscle that's either in my back or in my chest, my shoulders. I'm really concentrating. And so I'm just taking, I'm dialing back a little bit. And that's really helped me. I've struggled now for probably 6 months. I was in Palm Springs when was that? May, June. And my tendonitis in my elbow, right elbow, flared up. It had been in my left elbow the previous year. Finally, it solved it. Finally went away, and then all of a sudden, my right elbow, right arm kicked up, and for 6 months, through December, it was not going away. Didn't matter how much I wasn't taking quite enough time off, probably, and I was still trying to just push through it. And man, it was just a mess. And I was using Tiger Balm, Dragon Balm, sleeves on it. I was trying to do everything. Racquetball, massages. And finally, I just said, okay, I gotta dial back. And so I dialed back. I'm doing this thing, really slowing down reps, really focusing, especially in back. I think you just don't realize how much torque you can put in your arm when you do back exercises instead of really letting the back drive it. And so, I did that, and man, it's felt really good. I did some bicep curls yesterday, and it felt okay. I'm still keeping weights light because I want to give it time to really heal and really get better. But again, that if you're not getting stronger, it could be because you're just doing too much. Your program's too much, and you need to dial it back for 2-4 weeks. Do a dial back program, and it doesn't mean you take it easy. You still have intensity. You still, right? But you're just mixing it up a little bit. So are you doing too much? Number 2, are you not going hard enough? Maybe you're not getting stronger because you're not really ever getting to failure. You're not allowing that muscle to be so fatigued and taxed that it has no reason to grow. So ask yourself, are you really going to failure? And let's be honest, you'll hear this if you listen to other podcast, if you check out other, especially professional bodybuilders, they'll say that the average person does not even know what failure is. They've never put themselves under failure when they lift because they're afraid of it. Now, you might be rightfully afraid because you're squatting or leg pressing, or right, you're doing something where if you fail, there's a lot of weight and a danger of you hurting yourself. If you work out alone specifically without a spotter, even with a spotter, like I would, unless I knew that the spotter was really capable, I would be nervous about going to failure. I work out alone. And so I don't have a spotter. So there are certain exercises that I know I'm not going to go to failure on. And there are even certain exercises that even the way, even the way I go to failure is going to be I'm going to be more mindful about it. Like dumbbells. I might be doing a dumbbell chest press. Well, I'm going to be careful. I've got to be controlled as I go to failure because I just don't want to be flailing and hurt myself. Whereas if I'm on a hammer strength chest incline machine, I can go to total failure because if I fail, the machine just stops, right? If I'm on a plate loaded, hammer strength would be a plate loaded, or what's the other, the pin loaded, where you put the pin in, the stack of weights, it's part of the machine. If you're on one of those pin loaded, most of those are super safe to go to failure on. So really, really push yourself, really get to failure. And get to failure right? When you get to failure, then use more weight, get more reps, slow that rep down. Here's really the best thing you can do for guided controlled failure. It's called the rest pause. So let's say I'm going to do chest press, and I'm chest press, right? And I get to 8, 9, 10, right? And that's it. I can't push up anymore. Then rest. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10, and then go again, right? Get 3, get 2, get whatever you can. Rest, go again, but rest for a short time, no more than 10 seconds, and then go again. That's called a rest pause. And so you're really taxing the muscle. You're just exhausting the tank. And in that way, because I think a lot of people, when they go to failure, the only way they ever go to failure is they just fail. And then they're done with the set. The rest pause will really test you to see what's left in your tank. Did you fail because you're tired? Did you fail because the muscle was actually tired, or your body was just tired? So this is where with legs, my central nervous system will tire out before my actual leg muscle will. I'll want to throw up. My body wants to like fail. My body wants to throw up before like my legs will really fail. So this is where with legs, I got to get really creative with how I fail. So the rest pause really helps. So I would encourage you to maybe put that into your program. Really train hard enough. Are you doing too much? Probably not, but some of you are crazy like me, and you probably need to dial it back for a couple weeks just to let the body reset, so that you can again get after it again and see some strength. Probably this is you. You're just not going hard enough. You got to learn how to fail. You've got to know how to use more weight. You've got to know how to use more reps. You got to slow that rep down and really exhaust and fail the muscle. And you've got to use something called the rest pause. I think the rest pause will really help you see if you're going to true failure. Number 3, the final thing, what do you do when you're not getting stronger in the gym, when you kind of hit a plateau, is you need to see, maybe you need to adjust an exercise. You will get to a spot where you just aren't going to see a lot of growth. Maybe it's in, a bench press, it's in a squat, some of those bigger exercises. You just get to a spot where you're just not going to add, right? Maybe you add the 5 pound on and it's just not happening. That's as much as you're going to do. Take a season off that exercise, switch that out, right? Maybe you do squats, maybe do the leg press. Maybe you do, what I found is when I added, typically when I did legs, I would do I'd start with a hamstring curl just to warm up the leg. I jump on the leg extension, again, warm up the quad. I go do squats, and then I do leg press, and then I do something else to finish. When I switched that up, and I started with some leg extensions to get some blood, and then I went right into a single leg press, single leg press. That single leg press, then into a normal leg press, and then into my squat, and then so my leg. So I did leg extensions to start, single leg press, followed by normal leg press, followed by squats, followed by single leg extensions, and then I always finish my leg workout with I always call it the wrong thing. It's not the abductor, it's the other one. It's the one where you push in. The adductor, not abductor, adduction. So I do the adduction machine. That leg program just blew up my legs, and my legs have always been decent, but man, that really put some size and some definition on them. And so sometimes you just need to mix it up, right? You need to mix it up, and maybe you're doing an incline barbell, maybe you need to do a dumbbell, switch it up. Use the Smith machine. Maybe you're doing a lat pull down, right? Maybe you need to do a reverse grip. Mix it up. Just try some new things if you've exhausted a workout, or maybe it's not even that you've exhausted how much weight you can use. Maybe you just need to mix it up and activate the muscle a little bit differently. And so I don't think, there's some programs where that's what they do. We're always going to mix it up and change the angle of attack every time we go into the gym. I think those are foolish. Just personally, I don't think that is going to actually, I don't think it does anything what they say it does. You're mixing it up so the muscle never knows, and so it's going to stimulate radical growth. I think that's actually the opposite of science. Science says that you need to tack something in a similar way over and over. That's what helps something grow, is when you put something in a condition where it fails, and then it needs to do it again to grow, to make sure it doesn't fail again. So that's why having a workout program that's similar actually grows the body and grows muscle. Sure, anything can really grow a muscle when you're an amateur and you're just activating muscles, but as you get more developed, as you become intermediate and then move to advanced, if you've been in the gym for more than 3-4 years, you need to really have a dialed in program, because the body needs more focused intention if you want to grow specific muscles. Again, it just depends what kind of thing you're doing. If you're just powerlifting, that's a different philosophy as well. But if you're bodybuilding, if you're trying to build an aesthetic that looks a certain way, and again, I don't mean just bodybuilding like professional bodybuilders, like being huge. I'm talking about aesthetics. Like if that's you're building a body. If you want to work on aesthetics, maybe you're a gal and you want to work on, right, you want to have a great rear end, you've got to have intentionality then with that muscle group. You just can't go in and do whatever you want. You've got to do certain exercises to activate the certain muscles in that region. So be okay to adjust your exercises, but adjust them with intentionality. Okay, adjust them with intentionality. So what do you do if you're not getting stronger? What do you do when you've hit a plateau at the gym? Number one, ask yourself, am I doing too much? Probably not. But if you're one of those people that goes in the gym for more than an hour and a half and you're just doing a ton of exercises, a ton of sets, maybe ask yourself, maybe I need to dial it back for a couple weeks and allow the body to recover so that it can push harder. Most likely, number two, you're just not going hard enough. You need to learn what real failure is. You need to add more reps, add more weight. You need to slow the rep down and really target the muscle to get it to fail instead of the body just failing. And you can use a technique called rest pause. When you hit failure, rest for 10 seconds and then go again, and do that a couple times. And then finally, just adjust your exercises. Look at your program and see what you can mix up. Instead of a barbell chest press, maybe you do a dumbbell chest press. Instead of a certain lat pull down, maybe you target it a different way, reverse grip, or again, there's so many options. If you're looking for some help in that, hit us up. Hit us up on the free Facebook group. We'd love to just give you some insights. You can also, if you're interested in a program, the Spartan program gives you a plan of attack. It gets you a path, a destination, a mission to accomplish in your physical fitness, but also your mental and your emotional state. Helps you become a leader in the totality of your life. That's what the Spartan program is. You can go to the Spartan program and learn more about that. Let's see. Yeah. Facebook group, SpartanProgram.com, and we'd love to help. Join us next week for more, or join the Facebook group and let's chat there. Until next time.